Listen real quick, guys. Listen real quick. Shh. You guys hearing that, man? I thought I was going senile the first time I heard this shit. I turned on the game, you know, oh wow, update, bro. Let's take a look. Jumping off the bus, I think everyone's swinging their goddamn pickaxe at me. I'm like, what is going on here? If you have to go back and listen to that, listen to when people start jumping out of the bus. It sounds like they're literally swinging their pickaxe and they're like, holy. Okay, anyways. Today we're going to be talking about version 2.50 patch notes. Pretty big update and a major exploited bug, glitch, whatever you want to call it. So stay tuned for that. It's right here in the beginning of the video. And it's potentially groundbreaking. If they don't fix this soon, it could get exploited and people could fucking, you know, do what people do when they find a new bug. So stay tuned. Just a quick note, I'm not going to be going through everything fully, only the important materials. Here we go. 3, 2, 1.
Yeah, learn how to watch. Stack on my guap. Wait in the pot. Hey.
Alright, first thing here doesn't really pertain to me, but anyways, I'll go over it. I guess people were receiving frame rate issues and resolution issues during combat. So that's been fixed for console only. This was a console only problem, as well as players can now play 4K on Xbox One. Alright, next thing. This is a little redundant in my opinion. It's added a key binding for toggle pickaxe, which is now used by L. And, I mean, you could already hit 1 to go to your pickaxe, but console, they hold Y, voice crack, and then that's how they use it. So go back to the first clip where I'm on the bus and you'll hear what I thought was a toggle pickaxe, but it wasn't. And moving on here is they added sound variations for wood and stone and metal. For all you blind players out there, you can now hear what your opponents are building with, which is pretty helpful in my opinion. Moving on to the next one, improve XMPP connection recovery on console, as well as optimize XMPP payloads. You may be wondering what the hell is that? I don't speak gibberish. Okay, XMPP is Extensible Messaging and Presence Protocol. And it's a communication protocol that's used for message-oriented things. So I'm assuming there was some kind of issue on console that was prohibiting this, and they fixed that. Couple of bug fixes here. Fixed a problem with empty progress bars incorrectly showing as full bars on Mac. I don't play on Mac, so this never affected me, but they fixed it, okay? Settle down, Mac users. PC number 1. Alright, getting into the main stuff now. Weapons and items. They added an Impulse Grenade. Blue rarity, only found in chests and supply drops, so you can't find it randomly. And essentially, it's like a shockwave. You throw it and it boosts someone one way or another. It's kind of like the directional launch pads, if you guys remember that stuff. Kind of cool, I guess. I mean, I don't know. Alright, very interesting now. The scoped AR is no longer going to be neglected like the second child in the family. It's now perfectly accurate while scoped in. So there's no bullet drop, headshot damage. It's all the same. I'm sure there's actually a drop off on headshot damage. They actually reduced the headshot damage multiplier as well. And yeah, it's gonna be used a little bit more, I think, now. Crossbow, minigun, and chug jug's chance of being dropped have all been reduced by a little bit. I mean, I was finding a crossbow or minigun every other chest, so this makes perfect sense. They always do this. When a new update comes, they push that new item in your throat. Like, come on. I'm not like that. And would you look at that? They're trying to remove the SMG completely. They're trying to take it off the map like North Korea. Look at this. Heading into the vault. Now, if that doesn't sound sketchy, I don't know what is. Tactical submachine gun, however, is remaining. And I'm assuming that the silenced one is. No one really knows. They increased this. Mag is a little bit bigger now. 5 bullets. Cool, man. Couple of bug fixes related to guns. I guess sniper bullets weren't registering due to network issues. Fixed an issue with projectiles failing to hit nearby players when hitting another target. I'm not too sure what that has to do with, so I'm not going to go into too much depth with that. But listen to this. Fixed an issue allowing players to fire around walls with the crossbow and minigun if they stood very close to the edge of the wall. I had personally never seen this, but if you can curve your bullets like Angelina Jolie from Wanted, then that's probably an issue. I'm glad they fixed this. No more of that stuff in the game. Alright, now this one is very important. They fixed where if you were building in a build war and someone shot through your structure, it would actually just hit you instead because it wasn't registering that you built yet. They have now fixed this. It'll hit the structure instead, which is really important for build fights. I love this part of the update. Fixed an issue which allowed players to shoot through doors after they're closed. Yep, that's a good fix. Fixed an issue which allowed players to pick up an extra weapon while holding a trap. I had never experienced this. This was obviously a bug, but I'm glad they fixed it. They fixed that dumb glitch where a supply drop would stay in the air if you destroyed a tree or had a structure there, which is good. Alright, for performance here, they optimize performance of player animations to improve overall frame rate. So essentially, frame rate issues, they're fixing that. Trying to improve people's settings on lower, that's what the next part's all about. Now this is interesting. I think this caused the exploit I'm going to explain. Major tweaks to FX settings targeting medium to low specifications. Now if you look right here, you can see the fluttering right there. It's like the walls aren't loading in or they're fluttering, there's strobe lights going on, and it does it a lot. I noticed in Tilted Towers it did it a lot. And look right here, you could see it, and I'm trying to test it by dropping my gun down and seeing if I can see through the wall. Because if I can see the tree behind it, why can't I see the wall? I haven't done this with people, so I don't know if you can see a person. But I mean, if you can see people through this, then that's a major bug, because you know the bush Wookiees are going to be sitting there looking through walls now. So I mean, Epic Games has to do something about this, obviously. I don't know if it's because of my settings, like I said earlier, but it definitely needs to be fixed. I mean, I guess that's the outcome when you add all these different sound updates in. You do realize that sound has nothing to do with wall, right? You can see one or you can hear one. They have nothing to do with each other. Okay, bro, no one asked you. So that was the major exploit I want to talk to you guys about. I don't know if it's just me, like I said. So test it for yourself. Let me know, please, because it needs to be fixed. I'm not really going to touch on UI because, I mean, I don't really care about interfaces. However, audio is a major thing they updated. Improve the footstep sound. So essentially, you can differentiate if someone's above you or below you and the type of material they're walking on. So this is important, I guess, in situations where you don't have your eyes operating and you can just hear them. The first time I heard this earlier, I thought someone was literally on my roof of my house because I have a metal roof, and I was like, dude, what the hell's going on here? So, I mean, it's a kind of cool update, I guess. Here, take a listen to this. See what I mean? It sounds like he's fucking ramming metal. This next part is important. They move volume attenuation to be based off player location opposed to camera. So this means that you will hear people based off of your actual location opposed to what your camera is seeing. So you could be looking one way and it'll still go off your player and go to the left or right that way. You know what I mean? Instead of you moving around and moving with you, it's going to be stationary, kind of like Call of Duty. Alright, and to quickly finish off here, we're going to talk about the known issues that have not been fixed. First one, weapon crosshair disappearing. Major glitch that happens after you scope in. Not been fixed, but they know about it. Weapon will sometimes appear to be loaded but cannot be fired. Not been fixed. And when you kill someone and you can't pick up their loot, not been fixed. But they do know about it, so I mean, whatever that's worth. But that's gonna do, guys. If you made it this far, type QJM in the chat, letting me know you made it this far, as well as let me know if you want to see more of these videos, guys. I have no idea. I just tried this out, patch notes. It doesn't have any of my images I normally do, because that would take me at least a month. So let me know, guys. Leave a like, comment, tell all your friends about me. Let's get some Fortnite chats going in the chat. Double pump, yes. Double pump, no. Let me know. Peace out, boys. And we're gone in 3, 2, 1.